Welcome to our new episode of our podcast series, Photalk, where we have Filipino freelancers come in to talk about their journey from the start until now, to inspire others to pursue freelance photography and to show the realities of being one. I am your host, Wesley, and today's guest is a content creator at Lloyd TV, a freelance multimedia artist at Lloyd Design, and the owner and photographer at Azad Legacy, Photography and Films. I welcome to the show Lloyd Daza. Welcome, Lloyd. So, how are you today?
Hello, good afternoon, Wesley, and thank you for having me. I'm doing all good despite of the busiest moments happening right now.
Ooh, I see. So, how does it feel to see yourself in the position you're in right now as a freelance photographer?
Wow, very good question. What I see myself right now from the past 5 years till now, this is really like the big break that is about to happen that I've been praying for years. Here we are now.
That must be a really big break. So, it's been like you worked so hard for it, and then later on it all paid off. Now you're finally living a great life with something that is in your passion. Am I right?
Yes, but this is just the beginning.
Oh, just the beginning pa lang.
Yeah, this is just the beginning because as we know, in the past years, it's like konti-konti lang yung natatanggap ko nun. Pero from January until this month, November, and mas grabe, tumadami whether I'm the one approaching or the potential clients itself are the ones approaching. Dalawa lang po yun.
Okay. So, right now, there's a picture that really caught our attention when we looked at your works. So, it's
Okay.
this picture here of a mini performance of some sort. So, what's the story behind this photo?
Okay. That photo was taken last month of October. It was located in RCBC Makati City. The recital is titled The Carnival of Shadows, where various groups of pole dancers are showing their extravagant performances that is truly relevant in a carnival show or a circus type. And actually, on that gig, I was supposed to take videos only for a particular group or a single performer. But since I'm already on that venue and I'm not wasting any moment, I decided to take some photos of every performers of other groups that are well known to that particular client of mine.
I see. So, describe to us what kind of specs did you use to take this? Like, what lens was this, and what camera did you use?
Okay. My camera that I'm using is Fujifilm X-T2, and that's a zoom lens that I use with the 55 to 200 mm.
Ooh, oh, if I'm curious, what brand was the lens? Is it Tamron?
Nope, it's the Fujinon itself.
Oh yeah. Isn't it like Fujifilm lenses only work with Fujifilm lenses only, or is it like pwedeng third-party lenses that are compatible?
Pwede naman, not unless kung may adapter ka.
Okay, that's true. Kasi I also own a lens like that where it has the same focal length of, I mean, not 55, but 18 to 200. It's Tamron. It's old, but I actually really need an adapter for it because my camera only supports RF lenses. Ganon.
Nice.
So about the performance po, so it was just purely dance. There was no singing or anything.
No singing, purely pole dancing.
Oh, must be really interesting to attend an event that is about pole dancing, but it still shows the talent that these guys have.
Yeah, and the strength that these performers has because alam naman natin pole dance kailangan matibay ang katawan at buto mo dyan.
That's
Kasi
true.
mauulog ka, it will fall.
Oh. So yeah. So in a nutshell, how would you describe your experience in the freelance photography industry so far?
Oh, So far, I can't describe that much because it's a lot of experience that I've encountered.
Mm,
Whether I sojourn on my own or I'm surrounding myself who is better than me.
mm. Well, yeah. Uh, there may be people that are better, but never compare yourselves to them because that can be one of the weaknesses of some people. Now they have to keep comparing themselves.
Uh,
Just do your best with what you do in the industry. But
I don't
it won't lead to your own downfall. But it's great, naman, that you're still doing what you're doing.
yeah, I don't see that as a weakness. It's like I like to know more actually. Aside
Mm,
from doing YouTube University, I would like to mingle with others who are doing well or who has been on that industry for years or let's say decades.
mm. It's a way to interacting with them. You'll get to learn a lot more about them that can help you
Yes,
improve in your craft or to get
correct.
new experiences.
Mm.
Okay, now let's go back to the start from your beginnings. So take us back to the start. What first got you into photography? Was it because of your family's artistic background, or did it just became or started as a personal hobby of yours?
Great question, Wesley. It's a personal hobby for me. I was a kid, whether it's on my phone or it's in Olympus camera na luma, yung pa-square.
Ah, yeah.
Doon siya nag-start.
Was that like during the era when pictures were taken during film or digital era?
Digital na.
Ah, digital na. Okay. Very lucky that we get to start with the digital age because back then with film, it was much harder na you have to wait a long period to develop. When as now with digital cameras, we can just take a picture and then just that's it. It's already there nasa files mo.
Yes.
So did you ever study photography in like let's say a high school in an art strand, college, or was it all self-taught?
Self-taught.
Ah, okay. So describe to us what the learning journey was like as a self-taught photographer.
Okay. Kasi back then, in my college kasi, I am a multimedia animation graduate way back in
Oh.
abroad. And photography, I found out photography is under art and design category in which my professor didn't taught me that before. So it made me decide to explore more. But good thing, my parents bought me my first DSLR camera like 10 years ago. That was Nikon D5300.
Mm.
Yeah, on its new release.
Ooh.
That's how it began.
Mm. Was there anything that you learned while you were doing some self-learning, like some principles of photography that you had to learn yourself, or like the anatomy of a camera or whatnot?
At first, I never know about the manual settings of taking photos. It's like lagi ako naka-auto nun.
Ah,
Until
same.
until that time, there are people who are teaching about the manual settings or at some point nagre-research din ako na let's say kung what kind of exposure mix na gagawin. Let's say for sports photography, night photography, portrait, and so on and so forth. Doon ko lang siya na-try.
Okay. Um, Back then for me, then I always relied on auto mode because that's what
Yeah.
my dad used to tell me. Just shoot in auto. But then once I started to get into college and learn more about photography, I deeply appreciated more with manual settings because you get to be more
Yes.
in control of what you want. And if it's
Yeah.
appropriate for the scene, like for example, in some sports events, there's a mode there that says sports where it'll capture the subject in a still frame even though he's running. It's basically like they call that shutter speed priority. Pero
Yes.
what I learned is that if you use lower shutter speed and you follow the athlete around, he will be still, but the background will move. It gives some kind of parang an effect that even though it's just a still image, you can still feel the movement of the direction.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what would you suggest to someone that's beginning? If you would want to suggest to them na would you want them to go to have formal education, like going to art school to learn about photography, or would you encourage them to do some self-teaching? So which would you recommend for someone that's starting out?
Okay. Great question, Wesley. If I would choose between attend a formal institution or college or self-taught, I would suggest self-taught na lang. Kasi let's say, if in our case, let's say if you have the budget enough or not to attend some particular college, or maybe right now, since technology is everywhere,
True.
so we can go to YouTube, or if there would be a free link of Udemy or other online courses which offers no payment. Let's say if there would be written like basic photography 101. So that would be a good start. And then after watching that YouTube video or that Udemy course, it's about time like you go out, bring that camera with you, and then do some practice photo shoots in any kind of subject or landscape or environment, something like that.
I would agree then that self-taught can be a good place to start when you're new. I would still encourage then with formal education if you are taking photography very very seriously and you want to learn more fundamentals that maybe YouTube might not have taught you. But yeah. So if someone's starting out, would it be okay to recommend that they start taking photos using their phone first instead of a DSLR? Would it be a good starting point?
That would be a good start din naman. Lalo na when this iPhone 17 Pro Max has been released, it also contains that features. Yeah.
I'm honestly so scared because of Apple's innovativeness to try to outshine yung mga DSLRs, because the quality of their phones as they made more and more releases, they've improved on themselves.
That's right.
So is there the fear that DSLRs or photography might be underappreciated because of how advanced smartphones have become with taking pictures?
For me, you should not fear on that. Huwag kang matakot dyan. Let's say, for example, if you're a designer like me, and then AI came to the thread, they're saying that AI will take over our graphic design and animation works, but no, it's actually a tool. It's like making your life easier. But
Yes.
in photography, whether it's an iPhone or DSLR or mirrorless camera, it doesn't matter as long as you want to obtain the standard quality that you wanted for that picture. And also videos if you're
Yes.
making cinematic shorts.
Yeah. The problem with AI is that it doesn't lack that human touch. Although it has evolved to becoming more and more scarily realistic,
Yes.
it feels less authentic. That's why when I talk to this person that did portrait photography, he sticks to that because since there's AI in photography, he thinks that the reason why no one would do like AI sa mga portraits is because the realness of the face with all the details, how realistic the skin is, it doesn't what do you call this? Yeah, basta it just makes it look so realistic and more human looking. And
Nagiging grainy siya.
grainy. I guess if you see a photo that's grainy, you'll know that it's realistic unless it's photoshopped. Kasi you can add grain naman sa Photoshop or Lightroom.
Yeah, grainy kasi siya pag, let's say, if you make a prompt sa Gemini or pwede sa Sora.
Yeah, that's true. And my issue now with AI is that big companies would try to get away with it. Like the most recent trend with AI was with the release of the new Call of Duty, where they used AI for this calling card, where they obviously recreated the Ghibli Studio art style for one of their calling cards, which people called out for. So the fact that that AI can get away with that is very scary.
Thing.
So yeah, but I have my hopes. We both have our hopes that it will never touch photography to that extent.
Yeah. Hopefully, the next 5 years, it won't be affected.
Yeah. And actually, I want another follow-up question about the whole iPhone thing. Na, since it's gotten more realistic, do you think that companies would start to integrate that, or would they even think about hiring someone that any freelance photographer that would use an iPhone 17, or would you disagree?
I would disagree on that. Kasi may ilan nag-hire ng photographer iPhone na tas budget meal lang yung bibigay. So that would be a disgrace in our craft.
True. Honestly, no one would take you seriously if you say that I'm a professional photographer, but then you just show that you're just using a phone. Because these things are basic to get. So anyone can make an excuse now. I'm a photographer. I have a phone. So anyone can just say that. So yeah, it'll give you a bad look.
Yes. Also for the, let's say, nagbe-base lang sa budget ng kliyente. It is also a turn off kasi yung dugo at pawis ng ginagawa ng isang photographer at videographer, masasayang. Tapos mahal pa yung gamit.
Oh,
And then they would say, our budget is only blah, 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 blah. So it's like,
yeah.
a disgrace.
Yeah. Kaya just stick to those with DSLRs or professional equipment, because iPhones or using phones in general will not give a good look for that and for a budget.
Yeah, media is still using it, let's say, sa pagbabalita, like what is happening in our country, parang ganun.
I guess
It's still relevant pa naman.
I guess it will make sense if it's like for news coverage where they need the footage of the event.
Yeah.
So let's go back to when you were starting out. So when did you start considering photography seriously as a career, especially in the freelance space?
Okay, good question. Actually, it made me take to enter the world of freelance photography since nakikita ko lang naman, nakatambak lang kasi sa camera bag ko yung mga cameras ko. And that time naman kasi, let's say, I've started my freelance journey in the pandemic 2020. And only nagiging work ko is graphic designing at may konting animation. Although it has a good pay, but there are times matumal yung commissions ko. So it made me take to add up another freelance skill, which is that, photography.
So
But
yeah, so parang like you don't just establish yourself as an only photographer. You're jack of all trades like us multimedia people. So you do more than photography, graphic design.
yes,
That's good. Continue po.
it made me decided to enter that. Although hindi ko siya formaling pinag-aralan sa aking college noon. Way back. Kasi 2017 pa yun nung graduate ako. Talagang purely self-taught talaga, tsaka makimingle sa mga professionals. And good thing, 2021, doon ako nagkaroon ng mga unang gigs. Let's say, binyag, birthday. Pero pa isa-isa, dalawa, tatlo lang yun nung mga nagdang mga years.
Okay. So you've always started out as a events photographer, no?
Events, yes. Baptism, debut. But actually, I mainly do videography, but there are times I do photography then.
Okay. So in general, with both video and photos, you mainly do events coverage.
Yes. Also, some promotional shoots then.
Okay. It's also been one of my things I want to do then for a freelance na to cover events. So that's why I took a events photography elective for my school. So
Okay.
yeah, so hopefully things will go well for that.
Ouch.
So when you were a kid, did you ever imagine a different career path for yourself? Or has it always been photography or arts related?
Uh, Actually, to be honest, I was literally undecided. But although as an elementary, I know how to draw, hand drawn,
Mm.
But when growing up, high school and then college is approaching, I was literally undecided din kung anong ite-take ko. It's like parang makikimingle ka kung anong uso. Let's say, if not engineer, IT. Eh, for me, I have no idea on those. But when months go by, when college season is about to enter, it made me decide to take multimedia and animation course, which only lasted for 3 years. It's a 3-year course actually, not 4 years.
Same with us.
3 years lang siya. 2014 yung first year college ko nun.
Mm.
It taught the basic. So it kinda recalled me when I was a kid on what I've been drawing, and then now, fast forward, digital softwares na.
That's good. Na something from your childhood, like drawing, you can apply that somewhat also in your career right now as a graphic designer. And
Yeah.
the fact na you are struggling to which career path you want to go during high school. I mean, I relate din na I wanted to take up something else like IT, pero decided I wanted to do arts instead na lang. So yeah, there's something that we can both relate to.
That's great to know.
Now, let's go to when you started your ever first photography freelance work. So, to you, what makes what does freelance photography differ from your other creative freelance work from graphic design?
Ah, nice question. For that, to compare between my freelance graphic designing versus my freelance photo video, ang pinagkaiba nun, paikot-ikot ka eh. Kasi, di ba pag freelance graphic designer, usually nakaupo lang. Whether
Yeah.
you're in a kapihan or here in my home, in Marikina, doing my unfinished backlogs. Ito kasing freelance photo video, it will lead you to variety of places eh. Optional na yung namasyal ka eh. Pero ang pakay mo lang talaga is to work and then earn. Then leave. Ganun.
Ganun. So when you do lots of travels, do you typically like add like an additional travel fee?
Yes, there is.
So is it all dependent on the distance? Because some people would not charge at all if it's like example, it's just one jeepney away. But if it's much farther to let's say Bulacan, they'll charge an additional. Do you do that then?
Pag NCR, let's say, pag Marikina lang event ko or QC or Pasig, no need. Free of charge na. Para di rin hassle kay client. Ganun siya.
Right. Pero importantly, you need to be transparent with the client about that, no?
Yes.
Okay. It's very important that they really need to know because being a freelance photographer, especially events, when you have to travel a lot, it's going to be a burden to yourself when it comes to like transportation money, and also you have to be fed in if the event's going to be long. So that's normal, right? Na in events that the photographer also has to be fed, no?
Yeah. Makakascore ka ng masarap na pagkain.
Hey. What's been the best food that you've eaten so far when you were going around doing freelance?
Buffet na catering. Like nung recent na sa J Mars yun, sa may Novaliches eh. Halos talagang siya, authentic yung mga ulam.
A.
Ano siya?
Yo, nice. Okay, now so let's go back to your first ever freelance gig. So, what was your first ever freelance gig? How did it happen? How did you get invited to it? And what was your key takeaway from that experience?
Okay. Maybe we could go back nung nasa abroad ako.
Oh, sige
Let's
po.
say, first gig, it was a sport event. It's like the staircase run.
What's the
Dun sa,
staircase run po?
it's like a track and field pero ano yun, tatakbo ka doon sa mga sabihin na natin, may tallest building, di ba? Let's
Ah,
say, pupunta ka doon sa ano yung hagdanan ng fire exit. Tatakbo ka doon ng ilang miles hanggang ma-reach mo na yung rooftop.
oh my God.
So, ganong kabilis.
It must be very exhausting.
It's very exhausting talaga. So, but it was a surreal experience. It was held sa ano yun the Torch in Doha, Qatar.
Oh, I see. What region is that? Because I don't remember.
Middle East yung Qatar.
Ah, okay. Middle East. Man, must be really far to travel from the Philippines to Qatar, no?
Correct. It's like 9 hours away from here.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So when you did this job, were you with a team or I mean I know was it with a team or was it with you or like only a few other people for the coverage?
Few other people, hindi ako wala akong team nun. Actually, kinuha lang ako na lang for side hustle lang.
I see. So I'm curious because this was done in a building that you have to go up. So were you stationed somewhere like a specific floor? Because I wouldn't imagine that you'd have to keep going up and down just to look through every facet of the competition.
Meron naman. There is a specific na floor on where we would take photos. Actually, good thing sa finish line ako naka-assign that time.
That's good. Got to see the winners.
Yes.
How did they look when they were satisfied and they got onto the top? Were they like shouting in victory?
No, no shouting. It's like sanay na sila.
Sanay lang.
Kasi they've been doing track and field din naman. So maybe that would be the challenging part, in which good thing they survived.
Okay, that's good. So because of that experience, was there anything new that you learned from that? Like on like trying to talk to the clients, on trying to predict what's happening in the event, or something that was like your first honest mistake there that you learned again for the next event?
So far, there were no errors at that moment, but it taught me to be quick. If there be some surreal moments that is happening to a particular subject, you should capture that moment. So when it is posted, whether it's printed or in social media, that would gain traction to the viewers.
True. Now, when you landed that first gig, did you already know how to handle the business side of being a freelance, like sample marketing, client management, or was it something that you had to learn on the spot or on the go?
On that time, wala pa. Ngayon, this year ko lang siya actually nagagawa.
Oh. So so let's fast forward to when you actually started to learn about that kind of stuff. So, what was it like trying to learn more about yung mga business side of freelancing?
Negotiation, masakit sa ulo.
Negotiating with the clients with pricing?
Pricing, yes. And also the other things. That really requires you to be entrepreneurial na rin.
So the way you talk and all to the clients.
Yes.
I see. So I'll discuss more about that in a different section because there's a specific section that will tackle more about like yung mga clients and stuff. But yeah,
Okay.
it's good to know. Now, when you did work as a freelancer, how difficult was it to juggle it with your other freelance gig, which is graphic design?
Uh, for me naman, there are times naman like matumal yung design ko kaya dyan ako naka-focus. Like when one is down, another one is up. Parang ano lang siya eh, let's say on an investment, when crypto is down, the stock is up. Like that. Parang ganun siya. If there are times na sabay, na kikip, na pakikiusapan naman sa client on what is happening. And if there are moments then let's say the event is fast approaching and then the ongoing back is about to be finished, well, that's a good day. So, makakahinga ka ng maluwag. So, baka focus ka sa event. Ganun siya.
True. So, how about, do you know any other like freelancers that are either photographers or any other field that have to juggle multiple jobs then? And what was their experience like? Was it hard on them, or was it something that was necessary for financial reasons?
What's that question again?
Sorry. So do you know any other freelancers that have to juggle multiple jobs to make their current job work, like because they need extra money then aside?
Nice question. May ilan, I know a lot. May ilan din dahil kulang sa bayad ng bills or others. O kaya they're doing it for fun.
For fun.
Or let's say I also know someone na stable naman ng sahod sa corporate but decided to enter another side hustle. They do it not for the money but they do it for themselves to add up to their books on what they have done to their lives naman.
Okay, so this is a new for me na typically na people would say that they're having second jobs because of money. But with this new perspective na they're doing it not just for the money, but for either for fun, for the heck of it, or for experience. That's actually pretty new to us.
Yeah, that also caught my attention when I first saw it din eh.
So this is just for them to learn something new, a new skill, so that they can apply to themselves. Or if they decide na, I want to pursue this also, they can apply what they've learned.
Yes. Also, yung may ilan, I've known someone who are good in teaching, like, let's say, basic design, basic photography. They do it not for the money, but they like to help the aspirants to gain new knowledge din. Parang ganun din siya.
Yes.
Parang ganun. Minsan na una kong nabanggit.
Yes. They're also helping others like how we're doing it. So out of curiosity, did you also learn any other skills that you did just for the heck of it and you soon want to try it out as like to make money soon in the future?
Yes.
So like, is it okay if you can give us an example?
I actually want to try consulting, like do public speaking, like I mentioned earlier, like yung pagtuturo sa kung ano yung ginagawa mo.
Also like sa mga webinars or seminars?
Oh, yan ang gusto ko ring matry.
Okay. So one day you want to be parang like a teacher for those that want to be aspiring photographers. Ganun po?
Yes, and designers then.
Okay. Great. Now, let's move on to your evolution of your photography, your style. So, first of all, how would you describe your style and approach to photography today?
My approach for today.
And your style?
Style, I'm actually in a freestyle mode. Kasi
freestyle.
iba-ibang event kasi tapos shoot itself.
Okay, so besides that, how about during the post processing when you're editing, do you have like a style of like what colors you want to choose that will make yours distinct to other photographers?
For me naman, wala akong particular na style. I only want to imply what is good for the eyes.
Mm.
Let's say, if I want my photo, let's say for prenup, I want the quality of the photo look like in the movies. Parang ganun.
Some cinematic, I see.
Cinematic tayo. Pero kung ano lang yung maganda sa mata, there is a specific team on any particular subject or setting that we can produce on the post-processing naman.
Okay. So with you that have been taking lots of events, has your style evolved over time, or like how you capture a photo, has it changed over time? Like trying to apply different types of design principles in photography, like sample, trying to find a subject there that stands out from the whole crowd, ganun, or trying to find a good composition within the frame of the camera. Has your style evolved because of those factors, or have you been staying consistent for a while?
So, I'm somewhat evolving on that for the composition. But at the meantime, we're being consistent in order to reach that level.
Okay. So with that, why did you choose your current specialization or niche in photography, staying events, and would you like to try to explore other types of photography, like portrait, landscapes, products, etc.?
Good question. You mentioned that I only focus events. Actually not. I've already tried portraits.
Oh,
It happened to me like way back July. And also the end of October after a video shoot that has a like a green screen animation on it. There is a portrait photo shoot that I also made. And also I do product shoot for TikTok.
oh, okay, I see. So, describe to me how the feeling of switching between those kind of specializations. How do you adjust to each scenario, like from events to products?
Mm, adjustment. I think there is no specific adjustments because I already have few knowledge on how that type of photography niche is that. And so, konting ano na lang, check na lang ng inspiration via Pinterest or some other sources. So, if andyan ka na sa mismong gera, let's say sa shoot, alam mo na kung anong dapat mong gawin. Whether may props yan or wala. Ganun na.
Okay, Pinterest is the best friend of every artist. So, when let's say that one time you were commissioned or like asked to like do portraits for someone, has anyone ever showed you like a peg of how they want to their portraits to be taken?
May ilang clients nagpapakita, may ilan din hindi. But since you asked, I also want to try the boudoir photography.
Oh, what kind of photography is that?
Parang somewhat may pagka nude-ish siya. Yung parang kay Kate Winslet do sa Titanic na scene, yung pinipinta ni...
I see.
Parang ganun
I
eh.
see.
Pero it's a photo.
Okay. So, yeah. So, because I asked about the whole pegs thing kanina, is kasi, could you imagine na one day a client shows you the peg that they want, but then you recognize na, oh wait, I took that photo. Imagine the big plot twist at the plot twist na you had to reveal that you took it.
Yes.
Would that be like your genuine reaction if someone showed you a peg that it turns out it's yours?
I would be shocked actually. Kasi magugulat ka na lang. Kasi recognize mo kung ano yung itsura at kung sinong kumuha.
Yeah.
Kabisado mo na kung, sa akin to, kahit walang watermark. Oh, it's fine.
But would you reveal to the client now that you took it? Would it help with the client's perception of you? Or would you just keep your mouth shut about it?
I'll keep my mouth shut, not unless kung nagtanong.
Okay. So only when they keep asking about the peg. I see.
Yeah.
Just let them be surprised until it's your time to tell them that, hey, I made that.
I took that shot. Parang ganun.
Ganon, yes. So, with that, because you said that you do lots of other types of photography work, would you recommend photographers to focus on just one strength, or would you encourage them to be more diverse with other specializations in their work?
Okay. Good question, Wesley. For that, if hindi pa kaya, focus ka muna sa isa. If you're confident enough on that particular genre or niche, maybe it's about time to diversify or move forward to another niche of photography and then try and try. But I'm saying this not to leave what you've started. Kumbaga, maging flexible ka kung sa anong nakapaligid sa'yo.
It doesn't hurt to be flexible naman, where it can bring out lots of opportunities. Pero, yeah, but how about for someone that's just about to start out, but they don't know where to go? What would you recommend to that beginner?
Pero maganda for that, if that beginner would be surrounded by a pro, it's good na sumama-sama siya dun sa pro na yon.
That's good.
And then kung yung beginner na yun, maraming tanong, entertaining dapat ng pro at sagutin, tapos i-demo yung kung ano yung dapat na fixes or etc. Ang ganun.
Okay. So yeah, parang like a mentor figure where they can still learn about something so that they can know to themselves that is this type of strength good for me? Parang ganun, right?
Oh, it's like you ask that question and sabihin na lang, it's up to you. Pero if you keep practicing consistently, it will be a big source of strength na rin.
That's good. Now that the industry has changed, like sample from film to digital, but now this time it's AI. How have you adapted to these industry changes?
At first, it's a threat, but little by little, I like to learn about it. It's like a tool to make you more productive in every day.
That's good. So just know the limits of AI. Don't let it replace you. Use it as a tool to help you, diba?
Yes, that's right, exactly.
Can you give us an example of how AI can help a photographer?
Let's say if there is a subject, let's say a portrait, on a green screen or white screen, maybe if you go to Gemini or what do you call this, Midjourney, you could write it down. Hey, redesign this image where I am in a spectacular nightclub with a lot of friends, and then the result came out.
So like a mood board, but generated by AI for inspiration.
Yes.
Okay. It can really help with conceptualization. So now let's move on to your career highlights and your breakthroughs during your career as a freelance photographer. So,
Okay.
was there ever a turning point or a breakthrough moment that significantly boosted your freelance career?
Yes.
So what was it?
Actually, this year lang rin siya eh.
Okay lang.
It happened like around September. Mayroong isang startup na catering company where we were assigned to various malls to take photos where they were picking up some pika-pika na social. Let's say they will be assigned in Rustans Makati, Shangri-La, Landers. And then also after that, meron ding video shoot din na isang kilalang brand where I could create a video reel that has inspired for an e-trike karaoke sessions.
Whoa, that's insane. Go on.
Yeah. And a lot. Ang hirap i-describe kasi ang dami na eh.
It's okay. Pero has there been moments there where you got to interact with a lot of people?
Mga artista. Yung sa catering event, I'm encountering some well-known artists like Rufa G, JC De Vera.
Oh my.
Who else? Yung iba hindi na kilalang artista eh. Andun sila, Empress, si Jameson Blake. Yan, to name a few.
Whoa. So has there been a moment where they ever asked you about like you as a photographer or like any referrals in case like you wanna do shoots with them again?
Yun ang wala pa, sana magkaroon. And also pala, if you know Christopher Diwata, si What Happened Bella?
Oh no, I don't know who he is.
The kalokalike of Taylor Lautner.
Oh, him. Yeah, yung yung meme before, forgot what he said, like, hey Bella. What did happen, Bella? What happened, Bella? Oh my god, you met him.
Yes.
Holy shiz.
It's a video, yung na-mention ko, promo shoot. If you're tried na kumain sa Yoshimitsu.
Yes, I love that place.
Thomas Morato branch. I was called there to make a promo shoot where What Happened Bella is featured because of their promo dun sa Yoshimitsu.
Wow.
Unlimited na promo, ganun.
So, would you describe that as one of your best or most memorable shoots so far? Or are there any other shoots that you can consider your most memorable so far?
For this year, isa yan sa memorable na shoot ko. Tapos yung mga maka-encounter ng mga iba't ibang artista in our country.
Yeah. It feels like those parang 1 in a million chances that you get to meet someone this famous.
Yes.
Like one of my 1 in a million chances that unfortunately I didn't say hi pero passed by. I passed by Zild sa MOA kasi me and my girlfriend were just leaving a book convention. Tapos we were crossing the street to go to MOA just to get some food. Pero when we crossed the street, Zild just passed by us, and then after he passed by, me and my girlfriend were like, "Is that Zild?" So it was
When was that? When was that?
Wait lang. I forgot the date, pero there was like parang a book convention that had like a lot of like mga well-known publishers, and also Fully Booked and National were a contributor to that. So I think it happened around this year that I got to see.
Forbes page is already reformed na or magre-reform pa lang sila.
They have already reformed for like a few months, I think. So it was still, I met him during the time where Four of Spades was still in the dark of like, will they come back? Ganun.
Yeah.
So also with those memorable shoots, besides the experience, how about in terms of the finances or mga opportunities that it brought?
Because of my freelancing in photography?
Yes.
Okay. Finances, everything went well, and every time I get paid, I used to buy for, let's say, mga SD card, tripod, and other equipment. So kaya sa investments mapunta.
Smart investment.
Yung legal hindi yung ano.
Yeah.
Hindi ka ba ng bayan, ha?
Yeah.
Kahit pula yan, invest pa rin kasi malay mo pag umukay na green na ulit, di ba?
Yeah.
Yun siya. And also, nakasave rin ako kahit papiso-piso lang din because of my freelancing. Hindi lang photography po yun, ha?
Yeah.
brought me there. Siyempre, natuto rin tayo sa mga financial experts. Let's say the great Chinky Tan. It taught us how to manage it. Kasi there are times na bihira yung mga gigs. Saan ka pupulot ng salapi. Diba wala?
Yeah. So with that in mind, has there been any, or have you worked with any brands, clients, or publications that felt meaningful to you in terms of like an experience with them? Like they treated you well, they put you in a good mood, or if the event proper or the shoot proper went really well?
The brand that I shoot, yun nga, bukod Yoshimitsu, tapos JBL, the speaker.
JBL. Oh my god, I have one of those brands. It's a pretty prestigious audio brand.
Have you worked with JBL before?
Oh no, not yet. Pero I have bought some of their products and I've seen most of them on Shopee. But they're trustworthy naman.
Yung na-mention ko kanina na e-trek karaoke sessions, that's JBL's.
No way.
Yeah, I created like a real type video on it, and also a few commercial video din bukod dun sa karaoke sessions na yun. We shooted that sa may river park dito lang rin sa Marikina.
Oh, okay.
Convenient pa, malapit eh.
What was the experience of that shoot in terms of the environment since it was there?
It's malawak. Although it's a straight line lang siya kasi under yung e-trike. Although nakakahilo pero fulfilling.
Okay. What matters talaga is the sense of fulfillment there sa shoot na yan.
Yes.
So you had lots of fun po dyan sa shoot, no?
Yep. Also, yung mga tao dyan, which is yung marketing team ng JBL, they're also fun to encounter din. And they're really enjoying the shoot din.
Okay. It's good that if the client also enjoys the shoot, not just because they see that the work's being done, but also because of how fun it is, no?
Also, may influencers nga pala silang na-invite on that time. Hindi lang yung mga kapwa marketers ng JBL nun. May influencers din.
Mga YouTubers, ganun?
Baka TikTok po siya. Kasi hindi naman ganong kilala yung mga yun. Pero nililabel sila as influencers that
okay. Now, so because you work with those kind of clients, so how do you handle yung creative direction when you work with them, especially when their vision differs from yours?
Kasi based on my experience, may ilan talaga na client kung ano lang yung pinakitang reference, yun lang. Pero for me, it's not enough. If I want to add more tweak that would literally gain traction or attention sa viewers, that would be a great add-up.
Okay. Now, let's move on to your lifestyle as a freelancer. So, what does a typical day look like for you as a freelance photographer, both when you're working and during your free time?
For me, parang tambay lang.
So give us like a scenario of like, let's say you got invited to do this event or this portrait shoot. So what would it typically be like for you when you're getting ready to going there and going back?
For me, going there and going back, parang typical na employee lang yung style ng pagpunta at pag-uwi. Yeah, like that. Pero at least, oras mo yun. Hindi yun oras ng binigay ng amo mo. Hindi siya ganun na setup. It's your time talaga. Nasa sa'yo kung gusto mo pa magpahaba dahil nag-enjoy ka or nag-enjoy yung client or your subject.
To be fair, yeah, freelancers have more control over their own time. So yeah, correct, understandable.
Correct.
Pero were there times that the transportation was really hard to do because of like sample distance, gas, or even like Just
Traffic.
traffic. Yeah, traffic.
For me, let's say my gig has finished like 6 or 5 or 7 p.m. Those times, doon talaga ma-traffic, let's say sa EDSA. I was thinking like after my gig, I would go anywhere until kahit gabi na kasi pag gabi na like 9 or 10 ng gabi, doon na kumukonti yung daloy ng sasakyan. O kaya, if you take the train, konti na lang yung nakasakay. Sana wag lang maabutan ng closing. Yun lang
Yeah,
yun.
my big fear. Yeah, kanina lang I kind of had a bad experience the train. I won't go into much details, but let's just say na it's just because it's so crowded, even though it was around 12 o'clock.
Mm.
But yeah, I still got to make it. Now, how about during your free time? Do you use that time to like try to improve more on your photography craft, or trying to build up a wider portfolio, or just for rest?
Lahat ng tatlong binanggit mo ginagawa ko.
Okay. So, how many like how would you schedule yourself when it comes to your free time? But it can be both restful and productive.
Depende. Let's say, kung free time ko, let's say, mga 2 or 3 ng hapon, maalis ako ng bahay. I go anywhere. Within the area lang, or if I go elsewhere na malayo, para lang to pamper myself din, or buy something that is valuable din.
Yeah.
Bukod sa kumain ng masarap, yun.
That's not too harmful naman to treat yourself after a good day's job, no?
Yes, that's right.
Nice. Now, so how do you balance the creative side of photography with yung business and administrative responsibilities of freelancing?
Yun ang talagang with the workout ko, yung administrative at business side. Good thing keep on listening to podcasts or YouTube about negotiating, and also I read some self-help books then, which I have on my shelves then, to learn more about it.
Good thing we have mga easy access to these supplementary materials online, no?
Online or physical books.
Or physical. Oh yeah, physical. So, with that, do you see freelance photography, more as an art form or as a business that you need to do? Or do you find a way to balance both?
It's both actually. Although, as we can see, if you're doing photography for years, it's more of an art. When you say business, it's like aligning with the media section. Kasi nga, di ba, pag media, let's say, yung mga current events, talagang malaki ang bigayan dyan. Mapa-journalist, cameraman, so on and so forth. Yun ang nakikita ko rin sa photo-video production on the business side.
Oh, okay. Now, we will move on to probably parang like the climax ng podcast.
Okay.
So, we're going to be talking more about some mga challenges of being a freelancer. So,
Okay.
what has been the hardest part of being a freelance photographer that people might not expect?
Yung pinakamahirap, matumal na days. O kaya, tambak na workloads. And may times na hindi mo na pinapansin yung mga naunang backlogs mo.
Oh yeah, because there are times na you might feel overbooked that you forget about the other backlog works. No?
Correct.
So it's burdening to schedule yourself, and depending on how tired you are, it can affect your masipagness of trying to finish the other tasks like editing.
Correct.
So what has been like your way of trying to get through that kind of problem po?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. But good thing, I'm about to explore outsourcing. So I would hire somebody na who can do the photo or video edit for me while I'm currently busy working on that particular projects para makaluwag-luwag din sa pakiramdam.
And with that, I think it's also helpful for the ones that you're referring din, because it also eventually helped widen their network for like trying to get possible clients din, di ba?
Also, maging paid din sila.
Yeah, that's true.
Times din kasi na may naunang referral sa'yo, binigyan ka ng work. It's like form of giving back. Titanong mo like, nag-edit ka rin ba ng photo? Yes. Paggawa ko to sa'yo, ito yung rate natin. That's a deal. Parang ganun.
So it's like you're working with a team, pero not really a team. Just like temporarily lang until they got the job done.
Yeah.
So
connections talaga. Connections. Parang giving back to that connection talaga yung ano.
Yeah. So I guess, to summarize, one of the biggest challenges for you lang is, and for others, is just scheduling, and you don't never know if you're going to be very overbooked. And I think it's something that some clients or some people might not see, because they might experience then that they have times where they're so busy that it's hard to juggle then. When with us, yes, it's also true then that we can't always juggle everyone's request. That it's okay naman to say no to some gigs, right?
Lalo na kung baka mababa lang yung rate, no?
Yeah.
Tanggihan mo na yun talaga. Tanggihan na talaga yun.
That's true. So was there ever a specific shoot that challenged you, whether it's due to like difficulties in contacting or talking to the clients, low pay, stress, or any other issues? And also, if you have any examples from the pandemic era, please share some examples.
For the pandemic era, ang stress lang naman dyan yung sa quarantine na schedule eh. Pahirapan sa pag-uwi. Although less traffic doon, pero there would be a curfew din eh. Let's say, I came from that baptism event, and the event ended up early. And naghahabol nga nun sa oras nun to that curfew. Yun ang talagang struggling eh. Pero buti ngayon maluwag na. Although napaka-traffic.
True. Traffic has been a big problem here in the Philippines. Now, from what you faced from those challenges, what are some lessons that you've learned the hard way, especially in your early days in your career?
Okay. In order to, wag masyadong tanggap ng project. Not until kung may mga kakilala ka na pwede sumalo. Ganun siya. Kasi there are times talaga matatambakan ka tapos inuna mo yung nauna tapos yung pangalawa at pangatlo nababad trip na sa'yo dahil wala pa yung kanila. Minsan talaga on your part ang hirap din magkaroon ng maraming dahilan eh. Minsan talaga papadaig na lang sila sa emotions nila because they want the work done. For me din naman, I also want the works done din. Pero what's holding me back, may mga let's say revisions or other errands na hindi naman natin inaasahan. Yun talaga. Pero ang lesson lang talaga dun, learn how to manage it or learn how or who to assign the works to para maluwag-luwag naman para sa lahat.
So how are you able to handle today those kind of challenges, especially with handling yung rejection, criticisms, or mga difficult feedbacks from clients, especially the ones that are very toxic?
Para sakyan lang sila, do as what they say, pero lagyan mo ng konting tweak kung paano mong gustong mangyari.
So how about dealing with toxic clients that are very like picky when it comes to the price? Like you establish yourself naman with this rate, pero when they message you or email you, they ask you, can we make it a little cheaper, like instead of 5,000, can we make it 3,000? Have you ever dealt with a client that tried to negotiate you for a lower price?
Yes, kahit sa designing na-encounter ko nun, pero nagiging strict na rin ako eh. May one time talaga, tinanggap ko yun pero in the following days, nagiging strict na ako sa rates.
That's fair. Kasi we should not just lower the prices just for the sake of the client. Because again, we have to promote yung transparency onto why the rates like that. Because it's not just taking the photos, it's about the equipment that you have. If that pays it back for your equipment, then there's also the editing time. It'll take time and transpo and stuff. So for you, what will be your advice to those that are trying to negotiate, they're having problems negotiating sa mga clients that are very picky sa price?
Ang ano ko lang, advice, for the aspirants, be yourself, be confident, don't be shy about your price. Kung ma-reject, sila na may problema. Hindi kawalan yun on your end. It's some sort of like a redirection.
Kasi what I've noticed when doing research on this is that I think that the client that that these photographers are talking to, they don't realize that I think the photos is not meant to be targeted to them, those that are trying to look for something that's very cheap. Kasi they also want to target din yung mga those that are willing to pay that exact price. So if the client thinks to themselves, nah, this isn't the price for me, I should negotiate, you should find someone else that actually can fit within your budget. So it's more about like just do some further research on whoever actually does fit in the price that you want, but still has the quality that you desire. Would you agree?
Yeah. Totally agree.
Yes. So far in your career, how do you continue to grow creatively, professionally, and personally in your works?
By recalling back what you've been through from the first year until the very day, and then what the possible things that we can do, whether you study it by yourself or still encounter with some professionals.
Just do it for yourself. Ganon.
Yes, correct.
So, during slower seasons or tough times, how do you stay motivated or inspired? Like example, it's about to be December and it's gonna be Christmas, so there's gonna be guaranteed a lot of Christmas events is gonna happen sa mga malls or private parties. But once, let's say January rolls and New Year's is over, it's gonna be a dry season for mga events or mga seasonal portraits, mga ganon. So, what do you do during those off times to stay motivated in your craft?
Good question. There are times naman na during the dry season, nakakabawi ka dyan sa online works, like sa design works. Pero but good thing, earlier this year, every month, nakaka-4 na events akong weddings, tapos and then birthdays. Kaya it's like, per months went early for me. Parang ganun ang nangyari this year.
Yeah.
I prayed for that for a long time naman din. So, I've asked for it. I got what I deserve. Huwag magreklamo kung pagod ka. Yun lang yun.
It's good that you got what you deserve for like having a miracle like that now. 4 events in 1 month, that would mean a lot of money.
Yeah.
Also, I want to ask this question because I got curious after having a podcast with my other guests yesterday. So, Is it true that in some weddings they would look at the type of camera you have? Because in the case of that person, when they were trying to do weddings, it turns out that the client is, or most clients would ask for like, is your camera Sony? And they would say, no, mine is Fujifilm, mine is Canon. Pero they've noticed na a lot of other events, or not events, but more on weddings, they would keep asking na, are you using Sony? Why do you think that's the case, in your opinion?
Good question. Kasi I don't know why the client wants Sony. Because as far as we know, Sony has a great feature lalo na sa video. Kasi ang quality kasi ng video sa Sony sa kasal kahit madilim, kitang-kita yung low light.
Oh.
Pero we can do that naman on other brands eh. Ang nakaka-turn off lang kasi dyan, why the clients are so brand specific.
Oh.
Any cameras matter naman. Kahit yung Leica at yung Lumix, which is bihira lang makita sa isang photographer. Maganda rin naman ang quality nun, pero
Yes.
I have no idea why clients or some suppliers wanted Sony na camera.
That's
Hello,
true.
mas mahal pa Fuji kaysa sa Sony.
Yeah.
Ay, FYI.
I don't get why they're brand specific naman. Baka kasi they just did research and say kasi like Sony has like mga presets so that you won't have so that it's cheaper to not have like editing costs so that you can have the footage as is. Pero my philosophy is na whatever if it shoots a picture then it's fine. It's the photographer that matters. It's the person that's handling the camera.
Yeah,
So
the skill
the skill
that matters.
talaga, it matters the
Not
most.
brand. Any brand matters as long as how good you are.
That is very, very true. So yeah, you can be using like Canon, and if it still shoots well, then that's good. It still captures the moment that the client wants. So yeah,
Yes.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what brand it is, unless if it's like a very, very old camera that's not up to standards. Like
Yes.
honestly, I wouldn't want to see a camera that was used in the 1900s, like the very first camera. I'd still go with the modern one, but still because we're in this new age na we already know that these new cameras are here now, and we expect photographers to own them. But don't try to be brand specific. What matters is the person that you're hiring, because you're hiring his or her skills.
Yes.
Yes. So has this year been good or challenging for you professionally? And have there been any parang recent trends or issues that are affecting freelancers or freelance photographers right now?
Sa ngayon, what affects nothing naman. But the whole year, it's good and challenging din.
So a balance of both.
Yeah.
So, how about any recent trends that you've seen, like either on social media or what people have been discussing on some mga forums that is gonna be shaping yung photography industry today?
Right now, di ko pa na tatano kung what will be something new. Everything is like on loop, but I'm keeping on track on what could possibly happen naman in the future of this industry.
And speaking of the future of this industry, where do you see your photography career in the next 5 to 10 years?
From solopreneur might be a team.
Ooh. So, what do you mean by team? Like, you guys will be a team of videographers or photographers that will go out to events, or like you guys will build like a business for like studio where you're gonna have like it's a few people working on the cameras, a few people working on marketing, finance, mga ganon.
We can do both, like having a team and having a studio. Because I went to a studio diyan lang sa Marikina that do both. May events tsaka portrait studio shoot.
I know, so like both events and portraits. So like parang in that same studio they would hold events there, or like they would call up the studio for any available event photographer that they can deploy. Ganon.
Meron namang formally assigned on the particular department.
I see. Anyways, continue pa with what you were saying kanina.
Actually, solopreneur tapos ngayong taon, dalawa kami. Photographer yung isa. he's from Taguig pa but and studying and to make a living for himself then. So I've decided to bring him up with me or may times nagpe-presenta siya.
I see.
And then hopefully after 5 years, hindi na lang kami dalawa. Hopefully maging 5, maging 10, mga ganun. Kasi there are lots of people in the corner whether sa church ko o kaya doon sa kliyente na ay Lloyd, baka mayroon kang racket dyan. Baka naman, may mga ganun.
So, with that, have you ever considered any other type of careers? Like example, when you want to take a break from any artistic endeavors to pursue a different type of career, like teaching. Has that ever been into your mind?
Actually, there is. But on that question, I'm not leaving the artistic industry or the photography industry. Although it's a great addition, so it would be a great benefit on your end financially.
Yeah. All right. That's great. It's great that people like still want to stay in the creative industry because it's really fun and it can be good for like finances and stuff. So, so do you have plans to explore other creative paths besides your other job with like graphic design? Any other creative paths that you wanna try that is part of the creative industry?
Halos na ano ko na din eh. Pero I want to try UI UX.
So app designing or website?
Oo, yun na lang hindi ko pa di pa ako nagkakaroon ng project with. Kasi I've already done animations, 2D, 3D, tas mga 3D modeling like for booths or kiosk sa SketchUp, ba ganun.
I see. So how about any dream clients that you want to collaborate with soon? Like you have this client in mind in your head that you think na one day I want to work with them.
I want to work with, I'm aiming international. O kaya, I would like to collaborate with the fellow designers. Like, kunyari, the recent Philippine Design Fest. There are some people who have went far from what they have become to reach that success. Di naman sila ganong kilalang kilala internationally, but upon what they're doing, have finally reached their utmost success or goals.
That's good. So when does this usually take place? When was the last one, if I may ask?
Last week.
Oh, last week pala. Do you know when the next one could happen?
Next year na.
Next year? Oh, so it's parang yearly? Yearly ba or not like twice a year?
Ano siya actually, first pa lang siya eh. First ng community. First event ng community. It held in World Trade Center sa may Pasay. PTTC.
So this kind of conference, it has like, it's not just limited to parang fine arts. Any other type of art, even photography and film also?
Wala pa.
Wala
more
pa.
on designs talaga siya.
Designs. I see.
Pero yung photography, meron yata this December. Pero exclusively siya for Fujifilm.
Oh, okay, I see. I have attended a parang camera event before in collaboration with lots of brands where like mga seminars and also mga places where you can see mga portfolios. So would you encourage people to attend those events to try to find clients or to try to get their works out? If they're willing to go that big step, they get to try to display their art, their photographies there.
That would be a great stepping stone. But also, maganda rin you attend the workshop where if you would recall the basics then on how to use that camera. Let's say may May isa akong natinan na seminar sa may Glorieta or sa Greenbelt. Na February yun eh. Although Fuji user ako pero sa Canon ako napaupo. So, iba pala yung nagiging nun, mix.
I see. Okay. So now looking back, what do you wish you had known when you were just starting out as a freelance photographer?
What should I know? Actually, may pa naman ako eh. I've learned naman the basics, but there are certain things na I want to try na ano ba to? Let's say yung fine arts photography din.
Fine
Yung
arts
mga
photography, street
still
life,
life.
or still
Yun.
life. Oh, so okay. Have you ever tried doing yung mga those kind of shoots where you go out to the street and take pictures of anything that catches your eye?
Yes, kahit sa museum nagawa ko na.
How's the museum? I'm curious. Is it allowed to take pictures of museum using a DSLR? Because I'm worried if like people can get kicked out or like they're being told to stop taking pictures because they're using a DSLR.
On my case naman, use camera but don't use flash.
Okay, obviously. Pero why
Wag mag-video din.
no videos allowed?
Photos lang na walang flash.
Actually, I don't know the reason why, the specific reason why, pero why no flash?
Di ko rin pero on our perspective din, paano di na makikita yung subject pag may flash? Di ba sa sobrang liwanag ng flash pag
Yeah. Oh yeah. And also, I guess just to make it inconspicuous, picture. Because I've heard theories that it could especially if it's a painting, it could affect yung quality. Although I don't believe that, but I don't think it'll affect the painting itself because of showing a bright light to it, no?
Yeah.
So yeah, and what's your tip for those that want to do street photography as a hobby? For like, how do you shoot your shot there, and how do you
Street.
Yeah, street. Yeah, so streets. How do you do it?
On that case naman, kung baguhan ka, maging discreet ka. Let's say, kung kukunan ka ng mga palaboy dyan sa lansangan, huwag ka magpapahaltang kinukunan mo sila. Ano lang, pasimple ka lang. Whether candid yung subject mo or pwedeng tumingin or gustong mag-posing dyan sa harapan mo. Ganun lang yun. Nasa sa'yo yun. Just be discreet when doing street photography.
I see. Yeah. Because it could rub people the wrong way if you're just taking random pictures of them, no?
Yeah, without their consent.
Oh.
Yes, without their consent.
Oh, yeah. So have you ever experienced sports events coverage for photo?
Yes.
So what is something that's challenging to you that happened there during a sports event?
Or technicalities, let's say your shutter speed should be like 500 seconds.
500 seconds. That's the requirement, or like that's the client asks you take some still shots talaga, but without like any blurriness in the background.
Yun talaga. Standard ang 500 or 1,000.
Man.
And then nasa sayo yung ISO, whether if it's auto or let's say 1600 to 3200.
Yeah.
And when you edit naman sa Lightroom, makikita mo naman after editing it to make it brighter, you would figure out kung saan yung grainy, saan wala.
Yeah. So with that, you don't fear naman of brightening up or like increasing the ISO just because of the situation, no?
Yeah.
So there's no shame naman in raising the ISO for photo as long as because Lightroom exists, you can somehow fix it, right?
Yes. Not unless kung naka-auto ka. If you're using auto, that would be great then.
Okay. It'd be very lucky if you can try sports na lower ISO, especially if it's outdoors, especially. Pag mga indoors, you have no choice but to try to raise the ISO.
outdoors is what I want to try in photo. Sa video kasi I've already tried eh. Outdoors is in photo is also I want to try.
I see. So we finally reached near the end of our podcast, but we'd still like to ask one simple question to you. So,
Okay.
what advice would you give to someone who's just beginning their journey into photography today?
Okay. As mentioned earlier, be yourself, be confident, and don't think what others think. Follow your passion, and whether they think that your passion sucks, don't think of it because that's you. That's the journey that you want to be in. And if you finally reach the highest peak of your life or your career, be grateful and fulfill that joy that is within.
That's a very meaningful advice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being one of our guests here in our podcast. So, how are you feeling right now?
I am actually grateful to be one of the guests of this podcast. Actually, ngayon pa lang na-invite sa podcast na as an interview, hindi para mag-edit.
Don't worry, we'll handle po the edit.
Yung guest lang talaga. This is
yeah.
the first time. I'm happy to be part of it.
Thank you then for accepting po the invite. So yeah, our guest name is again si Lloyd Daza. All of his social media links, all of his referrals and his works are down here in this website, so you can check him out, and you can also contact him if you ever need any photos or videos done by him. So
Correct.
again, we'd like to thank you, Paul, for being part of our podcast, and stick around, everyone, for our next episode, our next upcoming episode coming soon. So yeah, thank you for tuning in to Photalk. Bye bye.